Hi everyone, welcome back to Medieval Dynasty. Merlin here. I'm glad to see that you're back and following the series. Great news. So before we start, I just want to give a quick recap where we are. Not much has changed since the last time, except for the fact now that I have built myself a lovely new big house. Now this is the biggest house of the three that you can build. And the reason why I wanted to build it, I didn't build it in my first game saves. I didn't think it was kind of practical. In theory, I don't see it's practical now. But anyway, not the point. I'm going to show you basically how big it is. So it's massive. Compared to the other buildings that are available, it's absolutely massive. So that's my new domain now, and obviously what will happen is that we'll insulate it in due course and so forth, along with the other buildings. However, come across a bit of an issue. You may recall previously that I had all my clothing in wicker baskets, which are here. Unfortunately, you cannot pick up your wicker basket. It cannot be carried and taken with you. So what I'm going to have to do, I'll do it off screen, but what I'm going to have to do is basically empty the wicker baskets out and make new ones and put them at my new house for my clothing. I was hoping to be able to have them inside the house. I'll have a look and see off screen again, whether or not something can be put in place. It's nice to keep the clothing separate because I know then which belongs to which season. If I put it in one chest, like the chest is in the house, then I've got to remember, oh, does this belong to autumn, or does this belong to summer, and so forth. So, anyway, we move on and we digress. Okay, so again, before we continue, I don't know if you can hear, the wind is very whistly through the trees. The sound has been improved, amongst other things, in the latest update, along with, I'm led to believe, the ability to craft without getting stuck. Now, I saved the latest update. When I opened the game up, it didn't say to update it, so whether or not it's coming separately, and this is just happen to be coincidence, I don't know. But it does seem very breezy, and leaves are blowing, and this is not something I've heard a lot of before. You hear the wind and that, but not so much. So maybe that's something that's happened, behind the scenes. Anyway, I had a thought to myself about what use the bridges could be and where this could benefit me. Now, due to the location of where the village is now, it's not far away from this lovely island. Now, I know I've seen some people online actually build residences on this island, and that's absolutely fine. I've got a problem with that. Anything you want to use is ideal. It's perfect. But for me, I thought it'd be quite nice to use this island eventually to where the tavern will go and where the market stalls will go. I thought aesthetically it would look nice. To tidy it all up, get rid of all the trees, get rid of all the stones. So it's a long way away yet. We're not anywhere near there yet. I mean, if I go into the management screen technology, and if I go into the tavern, I got a feeling it's this one. No, must be the end one. Here we go. The tavern is 10,000 production points, and we're only on 1,400, so we're absolutely miles away yet before we even get there. But I was just thinking ahead because the market stall is only in 2,500 points time, so it isn't that far away. And I just thought it'd be quite nice to kind of prepare myself for this to happen. So I've got a bridge over from where the workplace is, and a bridge obviously over from the residential area. And then, of course, along the coast, I've got a nice little pathway, which I'll put lighting along. Again, eventually, once the lighting's come up that I want on the technology, I'll put the lighting along the pathway to make it look nice as well. Hopefully, people will start using it to come across from work or from home to the tavern when it's built. But it gives us something to work to on that for the time being. Now, on the subject of where we are with housing, again, I'm going to go into this, and I wanted to see whereabouts we were for the mine. And it's 5,000 points for the mine, and we're on 4. And the idea is that you get points for not only extraction, but also for building structures. Now, given the fact that I've just built this lovely new house for myself, I'm thinking potentially that what I might do is start building the mid-range houses along here and start moving some of those families that have had children into them. Now, okay, that opens a bit of a kind of rabbit hole, because then potentially, because it's for birth, they could have another child and then be out of the work detail again. But the way I also look at it is the fact that that's future villagers for working when the older villagers have long since retired, and also as well, it gives me more room on the other side for the smaller buildings to be populated. Now, I may come a point that I'll kind of do a kind of balance on that I might have the bigger houses and get rid of some of the smaller ones, but well, there's something for the future anyway. So what are we going to do today? So today I wanted to concentrate on things like the NPC quests, and if there's one available, a Herald quest. So let's get our friend out. And I'm going to look at the map, and I'm going to see if there's a Herald anywhere at the moment. It may be that that's not going to happen, simply because the Herald only ever goes to a village with a tavern, and at the moment there's only two, Hornica and Gostovia, and clearly, unfortunately, given that the Herald is like a symbol with a trumpet, there's none in Gostovia and there's none in Hornica. So let's just concentrate in that case on village quests. Now, looking at the closest villages to me, we've got Rolnica and Tutki, neither of which have got an NPC quest in place. Branica doesn't have an NPC quest in place. Neither Denica. So it seems very few and far between at the moment, but the furthest one away, which is Baranica, which is where the herbalist and the sheep are, they do seem to have two people that have quests. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to do them, but they do have two quests in question. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to Baranica. And what we're also going to do is, because we're flush with money, we're going to use the wagoner. And the good thing is because, again, this is probably since the big updates a little while ago, about a month or so ago, the cost of going by wagon has been reduced dramatically. I mean, beforehand, you were paying somewhere between 300 and 500 coins just to go from one end of the map to the other. Now, the closest ones are about 100 to 200, the furthest are about 300. So let's have a quick chat to our guy here. And we need to go to Baranica, which is number 7, and it's only going to cost us 100 coins. So it saves the video, because obviously then I can just get to where we need to go. Now, I'll park up outside, as they say. Okay, and I'm going to walk into the village. And as you can see on the heads up, you've got the exclamation mark. So there's one right facing northwest, and then there's one west. So we're going to head over, and you will talk to somebody that has the exclamation mark above their head. So here's one. Okay, so I've lost my bow, or someone stole it, I'm not sure. Never mind, doesn't matter. I am in need of a new one. Can you craft one for me? So, yeah, no problem at all. We'll have a look at that. So she's looking for a recurve bow. Now, while we're here, we're going to have a chat to the other guy, who's got a quest. Well, then a person, anyway, has got a quest. And looks like it might be in here. Here we go. Now, she says she's looking to expand her fields for lots of trees. Can you cut some down for me? Yeah, sure, no problem. So let's look at the journal. And the fields will be the quickest one. Simply and basic, because it doesn't take too long. So you haven't got to cut them into logs. You just got to cut down 20 trees. That's it. That's all you've got to do. So I'm going to head back actually to my village and try and make up the recurved bow, but at the same time I'm going to cut down, it doesn't say where the trees have to be cut from. Now, it'd be quite nice for me to do two things at once and clear an area that I want to get trees from. So I'm going to go first of all just see whether the hunting lodge here has a bow. I don't think they do. I think it's purely the weapons person, not the blacksmith or something like that. But let's have a look, see if Raymond is in here. So let's have a chat to him. If he does, I'll buy the bow, and that's easy done. He does. It costs 708, which is fine because I've got some shirts to sell. So I'm going to sell my shirts with the purchase there. I'm going to sell those shirts and I'm going to buy the bow. So it's cost me about 100 coins. Brilliant. Okay, so that's one bit done. And then I'm going to head back to the village, my village, and I'm going to chop down 20 trees in an area that I like to have open space. And then we'll go from there. Actually thinking about it, I do wonder whether or not we will be able to do it on the... Well, we can do some over here, which is absolutely brilliant, because obviously I wanted to tidy this island up anyway. And then what we'll do is I'll leave the logs in a nice pile. So we can do some here. So they will stay on the ground until I need them. So that's a brilliant start. Let's just go and cut another load more off. So go over our newly furnished bridge. So I'm just going to do 15 more. I'll just put the quests on. So I'll just go to the quest and make it a track. It'll appear on the top right hand side of the screen, so then we can keep a running total of how many we need. And there you go. So I don't need to go and see that person because it's done automatically. So all I need to do now is to put my axe away, and we're going to head on back over to see the young lady for the bow. And thankfully, I've just seen the alert come on the screen. We have a cow shed that we're able to use to do. So what we'll try and do is we'll try and get that done as well at the same time. So it's actually a bonus in this video. I wasn't expecting the cow shed to be ready yet, but that's an absolute bonus because we can then build the cow shed. The cows are over in Gostovia, so I'm going to get a couple of cows. So I need to go to Baronica. Here we go again. I'm not going to get off my donkey this time because she should be in theory just over here. She's 8 meters away, there we go. She's continuing to walk away from me. Here's your new bow, thank you very much. Another 50 reputation. And that is how you do your NPC. And again, another alert's come up saying that my kitchen number 2 is available, because I've only been able to put one person in the kitchen, or unless I build a second kitchen. So it's these 2 tasks have actually been as much benefit to me as anything else, because I've been able to get to the levels of been building a new cow shed, and also upgrade my kitchen. So we can probably do both at the same time. Look at all those trees there, they'll need cutting up later. In fact, let's have a look and see what I need for my cow shed, because I can probably cut some off and take with me, and I probably need some planks as well. I've got a note of this already. So I'm going to need 26 logs, 32 straw, and 104 sticks. Right, brilliant. So let's come off again. And we're going to put our cow shed alongside the sheep. So I'll put it a bit further across there. So I'll put it a bit further across here. Right, okay. So animal husbandry, cow shed. Here we go. We'll put it there. So plenty of stone, initial logs. Just go around and do what we need to do. Oh, come on, that's it. That was too close, maybe. Let's just do that, and then we'll get the rest of the logs out. Yeah, let's get the rest of the logs out and then we'll go from there. Thank you. I'll take the sticks as well. And we now have one cow shed. Absolutely perfect. Now I just want to check something with the kitchen in a minute. So, because if there's someone already working in the kitchen, I can't upgrade it whilst they're there. Well, I can, but they'll walk off site. Right, so there's nobody in there, so we can now go over to the kitchen and upgrade that as well. It did look like there was another building that needed repairing, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. So they're all finished with their work anyway, so it must be getting close to 5:30. Look at them all in a line. Right, kitchen is here. And remember what you could do with upgrading. Remember what you can do with upgrading is basically just hover over the building. So it's a production building. It's kitchen level 2 and it goes green automatically. And then obviously whatever you're carrying will help. But I'm going to need planks and logs and all that. So let's head over to here. We'll just take out what we've got in stock. We'll probably be carrying far too much in the way of straw. And sticks as well, because we don't need sticks in this. So I'm going to take about 20 logs just to get the ball rolling. And a couple of planks as well. Starting to load more, so I'll head on back over. I could load up to onto the donkey, but I just thought, nah. So we can take another, say, dozen, and another dozen and a bit for those. Still need a load more. Okay, that's fine. It's not a problem. We're not far off. I say we must be pretty close now. Yep, one completed kitchen level 2. Right, let's get rid of all the logs and planks that I am carrying. Let's go the wrong way. That needs to go that way, so I think what I didn't put in. Right, here we go. Here we go. Okay. So we've been able to upgrade the 2 buildings that have become available. And then obviously we then get some cows and start the milk trend with buckets, and we'll start looking at things like cheese and stuff like that. So on that note, we'll bring this to an end. Hope you enjoyed what you've seen. If so, please, as always, click the like button and subscribe. If you've got any questions you want me to answer or anything you want me to go over again, as always, please do put, in the comments section. And also, I keep saying this is my village, this is the village. And although you can't officially put a title to the village or put a signpost up, it would be quite nice to have a name for the village itself. So, if anybody thinks of a medieval name, keep it clean, please, everyone. A nice medieval name for a town that we can, that fits into with the rest of the names of the towns that we've got or villages we've got in this map. Be grateful to see what we can get out of it. Anyway, I shall look forward to seeing you again soon. There'll probably be a few more seasons because, again, I'll probably do some off-screen work, which will take a few seasons. I would imagine by the time I come back, the character will be a father, because I would think if it's not next season, it'll be definitely in spring that their little one will be arriving. Other than that, again, I look forward to seeing you all soon.